The king! I am the thing of legend! The thing that your mama told you, don't go outside, cause you'll get fucked up. I'm what's waiting on you in the dark.
It's your boy Big Truck. We're gonna dive into this thing. Shout out to Destro Reborn. Conversation and reviews. It's a locker room thing. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet, and let's get this work.
Noticing, and something that will continue to happen over the next year, is you are going to see your favorite female influencers go further right. Not all of them, but a lot of them are going to go further right. We see this already happening. We see this with the trad wife views. We see this with the baddies rebranding as Christians. All of this is in the interest of their self-preservation at your cost.
Is it that we're seeing something new? We're seeing a trend. Why modern women are pretending to be so damn traditional. But men see right through it. 2026. Men are standing on business and sitting on chrome. We see through the bullshit. Let's continue.
They're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to secure themselves and have safety and protection under a man, or views that they know align with most men. It's unfortunate, and clearly they don't give a shit about you, their audience, their well-being. They're just in it for themselves.
It's a defense mechanism, you eater.
Look at these tunnels and be careful.
Now, obviously, this is no surprise to us, for Lord Destro has warned you about the split of the Church of Sisterly Bitterness. Yes, much like the Catholics and Protestants before them, we now witness two rival factions forming in response to the growing man shortage crisis and the passport bro migration.
And shout out to Passport Bros. Not only are we seeing this trend, but men have taken the gold pill. Men have wakening up. Men have seen the trees from the forest. Men are recognizing self-worth. And now, they're executing.
On one side, we'll see the devout disciples of I don't need a man culture suddenly experiencing a miraculous change of heart. Witness them change allegiances, some even claiming a newfound love for Christianity. Their goal, well, to appear as a freshly rehabilitated 304. Though let's be honest, can this even be done?
Seen this with Instagram influencers, other OnlyFans models.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
All that damn makeup. What the fuck? You look like a damn speakaboo, just like a class clown. But yet, these are not the types of women men are going for. Now, a garden tool, yes. But a woman to wife, a woman to bring home, to meet the family, hell no.
I've seen this with so many people where they'll do the most for attention, the most for clout, the most craziest, cringe-worthy stuff. You do need prayer after that. You're right, you do. But then conveniently after then got your little followers, you done got your little check, and all of a sudden you a born-again Christian, or you transformed into Christian.
Dear new nigga, just let me tell you what else you gonna get when you dealing with me. You gonna get your haircut paid for. You gonna get dinner paid for, baby.
First off, I ain't no nigga. But that shows me the types of men that you deal with. Niggas. But let's go on ahead and hear what the young black hood rat sister has to say. Carry on.
You gonna get it all, okay? Because I treat mine right. One thing about me, if you accepted flowers, I will buy you some and give you some just because, baby. I'm a just because girl, okay? Let me treat you how you're supposed to be treated, my love.
Yes, I must admit, such talk is quite intriguing and makes the third leg of Lord Destro tingle. But
it makes my pole rise. It makes my hot link swell. However, what is your intentions? You don't look sincere. But yet, you have a large number of these chicken heads, these modern feminist chicken heads, mop bucket pirates, put on the fake. They say the things that they think men want to hear, but they move in a different direction. Men, keep your eyes on a swivel at all times.
I promise you it's all a facade. Let us not forget, the modern woman is a concentrated mix of Medusa and Caligula. A slave to vanity and addicted to hedonism. Think about that for a second. Such a persona cannot change overnight or because of a TikTok trend or a new administration. We would be quite foolish to step our Cobra issue Nikes in this sticky trap. That's blasphemy. Prepare yourself, for these women will begin to float questions about are men the real prize. The so-called pick-me voice will be louder than ever. However, we will not know if they are the voices of John or Judas. These women will fight to once again earn the privilege of our gaze.
You will know an individual by the fruit they're carrying. However, their character has to be seen. Don't just go by what they say, but go by what they do.
Women, would y'all agree that men hold the key to relationships and marriages?
The deranged bitter sister who has come to terms with her fate as a single catwoman, possible single mother. She understands that she is not fit to be picked by any man with common sense or means. She can only be matched with the hood dude that still sells nickel bags of weed in 2025. She only deserves the pissy mattresses of the Trap House Motel. And maybe
If you are those that participate in the Pookie and Ray Ray, you are the one that does not deserve to have a good, decent man in your life. Something has to change.
maybe a sip of some Coke 45 malt liquor. So she will attempt to make every woman just as sad and as lonely as she is. It will be her mission in life to impede any woman from progressing socially and finding a husband, leader, and father, for example.
I truly think we just operating out of pride and ego at this point. I really think that we just got to tell ourselves whatever to make ourselves feel better. Like, I was just on Threads and I just seen a tweet of this girl saying something about cooking and cleaning for a man makes me feel like a slave.
Have you ever wondered, have you ever stopped to think? These types of women that are making these videos, they all look alike. They are the same apples that are falling from the same tree. Caked on makeup. Look like something is wrong with them. They look out of place. They look delusional. The lights are on in a home, but nobody's in there.
One, what is y'all's obsession of wanting to be a slave so bad? Y'all stay comparing yourself to being a slave. Nobody has lived through being a slave. And y'all keep comparing yourselves to being a slave. Like, that is just weird. But two, don't you have to cook and clean for yourself? Like,
again, modern women way of thinking is totally different from a good woman and her attitude. The attitudes are totally two different things. Modern feminist women, worldly women, women that have sold their soul to the things of this world. They letting you know how they move. A woman of good character, she's letting you know how she moves. A woman of good character is saying, I disconnect and disassociate myself with the behaviors and the ways of thinking of the modern feminist woman. Don't put me in that category. And men, this is where you have to continue to wake up. Read the room, pay attention, because they're falling. This false sisterhood is falling.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Like, I cook, right? Like, I like to cook. But, like, what about fixing an extra plate makes you feel like a slave?
Facts.
Don't you have to clean for yourself? So why are you correlating that to making you feel like a slave?
Because they're dumbasses.
Like, why do y'all want to be slaves so bad? And then you say you want somebody to pay all the bills, but then you don't even want to make an extra plate. Like, that's just, y'all, I truly think, I think we just gotta, I don't.
But for this process to continue, men will have to show some discipline, and ignore these types of wildebeests. If we choose to go on dates, they have to be strict guidelines we go by, agreed upon by the sovereign patriarch. For example.
Who pays on the?
That's why I say, men, set your limitations, set your standards. Whatever your preference is, let that be. Stand on business, sit on chrome. Let's go.
First date.
I prefer to not pay on the first day. I prefer to split. Typically articulate that to them. I'll tell them, hey, I don't want this to come off as my interest in you at all, but it's a gesture, and there's a lot of different, I think, other gestures that you can
What
do.
does it mean to you, that gesture of slitting?
To me, it's a expectation. Try to go into any relationship with as few expectations as possible. It's a societal norm of men paying on the first date. For me, it's an expectation, so it's not like an actual gift date where it's an actual gesture of like, hey, I'm interested in you, as opposed to this is what I need to do as a societal norm in order to access you as a human.
Oh, he gets it. This man right here took his gold pill. However, in 2026, man, this is the way you will move moving forward. Go 50-50 on the date. Keep the date simple, especially the first date. Let it be a coffee date. Go to Yogurtland. Go rock skipping. Go for a walk in the park. Do something fun and simple. However, this is the time for you to see how she moves and for her to see how you move. This is the time for you two to bond. And if she's really into you and she likes you and she enjoys spending time with you, she's not going to have a problem with any of those things. But you do have the rats out there that may have a problem. They will have a problem with those things. And that's when you simply say, real men do not feed the rats cheese.
So on the second date, do you just offer to pay?
On the second date, I'll say, hey, I'd like to take you out to this place, where my language might be a little bit different on the first date. It might be like, I'm going to this place, I would love it if you join. I don't typically ask. I typically just make invitations and then kind of state my, kind of what I would love to happen, rather than saying, hey, do you want to go to this place? But on the second date, I would do that.
But let me just highlight this as we begin to close. This is foreign to modern women. They hear certain things, but they don't listen. I like the angle he took at it. He made a suggestion. I'm going to this place. Why don't you join me? It's not what you say, it's how you say what you say.
Be more intentional about the language I use and say, hey, I'd love to take you out on a date. That's like an investment. You know?
Don't you think the woman wants to feel you're investing in her if she's going to go on a second date?
Do you think that the man wants to feel that?
That he's investing in the relationship?
That she's investing in the relationship.
But maybe a woman views it differently.
Well, that's the rub, right? It's like, why can't men feel that as well?
You must stop asking women to hold themselves accountable. This is like giving Lizzo the keys to your cookie shop. Yeah, I know we're not allowed to talk about Lizzo. We as a collective must hold our own standards. Like if you see an abandoned bag on a train, you must call out 304 activities. Make other men aware of a 304 dressed in fake Gucci clothing. Yes, I implore you to. No, I didn't.
And this is why we have men conversations. Conversations at the water cooler. Conversations on the sideline. Conversations in the end zone. Conversations in the locker room. Men having men conversations. Boy, I tell you, it'd be a wonderful thing. Touchdown.
Demand you to bring back shame to all its splendor. This is important and cannot be forgotten.
Tell how I literally had to delete Lyft because my Lyft driver literally texted the person that ordered my Lyft and said, yeah, King, keep your head up. She's not the one. Yes, you heard it right. So y'all, I get in my Lyft or whatever. You know, sometimes they be like, oh, how you doing? How your day going? I'm like, oh, it's not going good. Mind y'all, it's about like 10 o'clock, 11, right? So a dude just ordered me an Uber because he wants me to come over, hang out, stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? I really don't want to go because I really don't like him. But I don't know how to express to him that I don't like him because
That's your first mistake. You should have said something. And a large number of women do this. If it's somebody that you are not interested in, that you do not like, just say that. Hey, I'm not interested at this time. Don't sit up there and dig a hole for yourself, then get mad on how deep the fucking hole is, not understanding and knowing the fact that you the one who dug it.
he's so sweet. So the Uber driver is confiding in me. He's like, yeah, just talk to me. Let me know like what you don't like about him. See if I can help you out with the I'm thinking that we have a brother and sister moment going on. Nah. Me not knowing he's a short king as well. You get what I'm saying? The person I'm talking to is short king. You're not really my type. You're not buff. You don't, no, I don't want it. So yeah, I'm sitting there talking to the Uber driver or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So while I'm texting him, I'm telling the Uber driver like, yeah, I just don't like him. I just don't see a future. He really likes me, stuff like this. I'm telling him what's going on. I'm explaining to him how I don't like him. He's trying to give me solutions. Nothing's gonna work. A plus B is not going to go Y into Z. No. So yeah, at this point, we're gonna close to our destination, right? So I'm texting bro, but bro's slowly texting me like, slow now. Like I'm telling him like, okay, I'm gonna be 5 minutes away. He's, oh, all right, let me know. Mind y'all, minutes before that, he was just saying, oh, I can't wait to see you. It's been so long. I missed you. Now, y'all, it's mad cold outside. Keep that in mind, okay? So now I'm pulling up. And the Uber driver just like, yeah. Well, I hope you have a good time. And I hope you at least let him know. He keeps saying that, like, oh, yeah, I hope you let him know. Give him signs at least. Don't waste his time. Y'all, why did I get outside the car? And I'm standing outside this man's house for 10 minutes, and he's telling me, nah, the Uber driver already let me know, game, so call your Uber back home. You didn't even have the decency to call me one back?
You did that to yourself, and then you gonna laugh. You got what you the fuck you deserve. So, yeah, and a large number of modern women are getting the fuck what they deserve.
Mr. King,